Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more current latest news. So basically I just watched Jurgen Klopp's press conference. Well, I did watch a bit of it earlier on, but I've just basically watched bits of more of Jurgen Klopp's current press conference. I think it was after Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's, to be quite honest with you, he's come out with a few interesting stuff as Jurgen Klopp, and I think Jurgen Klopp is backing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, to get the job on a full-time basis at Manchester United. So Jurgen Klopp did say that in relation to Solskjaer, he did say that Solskjaer deserves he said Solskjaer deserves the permanent job, and he did say Jurgen Klopp, that Solskjaer has got the quality, and he said he does deserve the Manchester United job 100%, and this is what Jurgen Klopp has explained in terms of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So Jurgen Klopp has backed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he does believe 100% he will get the Manchester United job permanently, and this is what Jurgen Klopp's come out with. He's also come out with a few players he's mentioned in the Manchester United team as well. He did say Ander Herrera's really, really great. He said Paul Pogba's really, really great as well. So he has got his head screwed on, and he is aware of the threats in our team. And obviously Jurgen Klopp does believe he's obviously going to be playing a different Manchester United team to the team. Obviously they're he'll be playing different Manchester United team to the team, obviously, they beat 3-1 earlier on in the season. And obviously, Jurgen Klopp is aware, that we have now found a solution under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and, that solution has currently worked out. So Jurgen Klopp basically is backing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, to get he's backing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to get the job on a permanent basis. And as Jurgen Klopp said, he is 100% that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should get the permanent job at Manchester United. But Jurgen Klopp did say that Solskjaer does deserve the job, does deserve the permanent job, and this is what Jurgen Klopp has explained in relation to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So basically, yeah, I credit Jurgen Klopp. He's credited Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for what he's done so far as caretaker manager at Manchester United. Jurgen Klopp said he's done a really, really good job so far. So Jurgen Klopp is going to be aware of the threats on Sunday, as I currently said. So he's backed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Jurgen Klopp, he's come out with saying that he deserves the permanent job. There's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He said he's praised him, for the fantastic job he's done so far as well. But he did currently say Ander Herrera's great, Paul Pogba's great. So he is aware of the threat is Jurgen Klopp, and he does know it's going to be a different kettle of fish now. It's going to be obviously Solskjaer, against Jurgen Klopp. So Jurgen Klopp does believe 100% that Solskjaer should get the job on the should get the Man United job permanently, and this is what Jurgen Klopp has come out with, as I said. Also to Gary Neville has also had to say on the situation as well as Gary Neville, and he did say Gary Neville said Solskjaer will get the Man United job with a win over Liverpool on Sunday. So basically what it means is if we win on Sunday, Solskjaer, will get the Man United job, and this is coming from Gary Neville, as I currently said. I think he's the number one now anyway, is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, to be quite honest with you, because his progression's been fantastic, since he's come in as Manchester United manager, as we all know, and you can see, he's brought the fluidity back into the team, he's brought the confidence back into the team, we're creating more chances, we're scoring more goals, we've got defenders that are willing to play out from the back, as we all know. You can see fullbacks, getting higher up the pitch as well. And there's obviously, Klopp is aware that, Solskjaer has totally, rejuvenated this Manchester United team, as we all know, because the attacking intent is back, the spirit levels are high, and, Solskjaer has brought the positivity, back to Manchester United, as I currently said, and you can see now, he's getting the best out of, he's getting the best out of this, he's getting 100% out of these players now, is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as I did currently say, and, he's rejuvenated, the most of the team, as I currently said. But to be quite fair, Jurgen Klopp, as I did currently say, I do credit him, for what he's come out with. So basically, he's backing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to get the job on a permanent basis, as he said. And he did say, that Solskjaer has done a really, really good job, and he has praised him for this, Jurgen Klopp. So basically, Jurgen Klopp is backing him. But he did say Jurgen Klopp, he deserves the permanent job. Did Jurgen Klopp over Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as he's currently explained. But as he did say Ander Herrera great, Paul Pogba great. So he is aware of the threat is Jurgen Klopp, as I currently said. But he did say Solskjaer has the quality, and he did currently say Jurgen Klopp, he deserves the Manchester United job 100%. So basically, he's guaranteeing it is Jurgen Klopp as well. I didn't watch all his press conference, so I couldn't catch up with what everything he currently said, Jurgen Klopp, as I said. But yeah, as I did say, Solskjaer for me is the right man for Manchester United. I do think he's the number one now, to be quite honest, because I think, a few pundits want to see him, get the job on a full-time basis. I think Gary Neville wants to see him get the job on a full-time basis. Ryan Giggs said he should be given the job on a full-time basis as well. Even Ryan Giggs said it. I think Jamie Carragher said it earlier on Sky Sports as well. He should be given the job, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as I said. But for me, he's the right man for Manchester United because I do believe that he can take this team forward. He can, elevate this team forward. He can elevate this team forward, and take this team forward and get us back up there, competing for major honours and get us back winning major honours on a regular basis, like we did do under Alex Ferguson for 26, 27 years. We are still all aware, that we do need new additions into the club in the summer because obviously, we do expect departures as well. Of course, we are still looking to hire a director of football. Of course, it has been a bit of a mess, a bit of a problem, of Man United trying to find a director of football. I haven't read up about that as recent, so I'll try to research that up. If there's any other names that have been mentioned, to come and take the director's role at Old Trafford, as I currently said. But as reports do say, we're going to get around £200 million, or I think it might be more than £200 million, spending spree to spend in the summer as well. So obviously, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to have a big say on our transfer plans, as I said. But as I did currently say, yeah, he's done really, really well, and he's the right man for Manchester United. I think he's got that winning mentality into the team. He's got the team playing in the right vein, and he's got the team to express themselves and get them enjoying playing football again. And he's brought that brand of football back, that we saw under Alex Ferguson for 26, 27 years. Because Solskjaer likes that attacking football. He likes that free flowing attacking football, and that's what he's brought to this team as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as I currently said. But he knows the club inside out. He suits the managerial styles of the club. He suits the strappings of the club because he knows everything about the club anyway. Does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because he flourished under Alex Ferguson for 11 years. As I currently said, he won lots and lots of trophies, scored loads and loads of goals. Okay, in terms of being a manager, he hasn't won much yet. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he had a couple of spells with Mold. As I currently said, he still managed to win 2 Norwegian titles. If you want to count, that he did win a couple of trophies, when he was managing the Manchester United reserve team as well, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But I think, he can start, achieving silverware as Manchester United manager, when we do get new additions into the club in the summers as well. So he's got us playing the right style of football as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He likes that attacking football. He also likes the width as well. And as he did say, he was going to give everybody the chance, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, including he was going to play some fringe players. He was going to give the young players a chance as well. For me, we still need some players in that team that are younger in their generation, because we have got quite a few experienced players, and that's what a lot of people are saying. It is the experienced players, that are causing us the problems, as a lot of people, are speaking about. But as I did say, I do expect, experienced players, to leave Manchester United in the summer as well. We've still got, contract renewals out, as I currently said. But Man United don't have to pay a small fee, to get Solskjaer on a full-time basis anyway. We don't have to pay around £7-8 million, to get Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on a full-time basis, as I currently said, because obviously initially we've paid 1.8 million to get Solskjaer on a temporary basis, as I said. But yeah, it's interesting news, what Jurgen Klopp has come out with in relation to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So basically, he's backing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he believes 100% Jurgen Klopp that Solskjaer will get the Manchester United job on a permanent basis. And this is what Jurgen Klopp said, and he said he does deserve the permanent job. Jurgen Klopp said Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserves the permanent job, and he did say he's got he has that quality. Jurgen Klopp said he has that quality, and he said he deserves the Man United job 100%. So basically, Jurgen Klopp is currently backing, and I do think Jurgen Klopp is fearing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as I currently said. We know this is going to be a big game on Sunday, but great start. We've only lost one so far under the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer tenure. We've won 11 out of 13 in all competitions. Away from home, we've been very, very good as well. We've kept a lot of clean sheets. We've won 7 away from home in all competitions. We've won 8 in the league, so we are looking to win our 9th. We are looking to get 9 wins in the Premier League on Sunday against Liverpool, as I said. And we've scored 30 goals in the process. I think Pogba's scored 14 goals in all competitions this season. I can't remember how many Marcus Rashford's scored, to be quite honest with you. But as I did currently say, obviously, as we all know, guys, obviously, we know that my club, Man United, are going for the top four this season, as we all currently know. We are sitting in the top four at the moment, because when Solsjaker first came in, we was 11 points behind top four, as I did currently say. And, a lot of people, ruled us out, to be quite honest with you, but it's obviously essential that we get top four and obviously get Champions League for next season as well. And as I did currently for Champions League for next season as well. But Solskjaer's done a really, really good job, and, I do think, Ed Woodward has praised him, for the fantastic job he has done so far, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We're going for the top four. Of course, Liverpool are going for the league. Maybe Jurgen Klopp, even if, Jurgen Klopp may still believe if, we beat Liverpool, he obviously knows that the title race isn't currently over, but we are looking to ruin Liverpool's title credentials, as I currently said. But Liverpool, of course, are going for the league this season from their own perspective. Of course, they've never ever won the Premier League, as we all currently know, since it got founded in 92-93. Of course, they haven't won a major honour since 2006, so that's what, 13 years ago now, is it, something like that. Liverpool, as I said. And of course, mainly, we have got a very, very good record against Liverpool, as I said. We've won 7 of our last 9 league home games against them. We haven't lost to them at Old Trafford in the league since 2014. The last time lost to them was back under the David Moyes era, as I've been updating you on a regular basis. So that's the stats to update you about. And they haven't done the double over us in the league since 2013 and 14 as well. We did lose the game at 3-1 earlier on this season. Obviously, that was Jose Mourinho's last game in charge of Manchester United. And then currently his tenure, his 2.5 years ended with Manchester United after that Liverpool defeat earlier on this season. But as I did say, we did beat them last season 2-1. It was 2 goals from Rashford as well. But without a doubt, it is the biggest game in English football. The 2 most successful clubs in English football, historically, as I said. So it's going to be a great, great game, as I said. But Liverpool, as Jurgen Klopp's also confirmed that Dejan Lovren is injured, so he's not going to be featuring. Obviously, Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's out. He's got a long-term absence, so he won't be playing, I don't think. They've also got Joe Gomez out with an injury as well. I think he's out till March or something like that. But Jurgen Klopp has confirmed that Dejan Lovren will be missing. But Liverpool, have got a lot of quality in their team as well. And as I did say, I think Jurgen Klopp has done a good job. He obviously hasn't won out in terms of silverware, so he doesn't have that pedigree, or that he doesn't have that winning philosophy in terms of winning any silverware, because he's been at Liverpool a few years now. He hasn't won any silverware. He did win a couple of titles at Borussia Dortmund, as I said, did Jurgen Klopp. But as I did currently say, Liverpool have invested, in the past couple of seasons, as we all know. There was the biggest spenders last summer. I think they spent around 171 million pounds, was it, or something like that. But they have got a good team of Liverpool. They've got a lot of fluidity in their team. I think you can see this season, especially since they have got them, since they have made investment in their squad. Because they did get 5 players last summer. You can see the improvements in the team from back to front. Defensively, you can see the vast improvements in their defence, because obviously they paid 75 million pounds for Virgil van Dijk, to address their defensive deficiencies. They obviously got a good goalkeeper in as well, Allington. I think he's a good goalkeeper, but I don't think he's on the same level as David De Gea. If I'm going to be quite honest with you. If I'm going to be quite honest with you. They've also got Salah, for me, who's the best potential player in the Premier League. They're a good attacking trio. As I said, Salah, Firmino, Mane. That's obviously, Klopp's, first, that's Jurgen Klopp's, trio, who he usually goes with in that attacking trio. Salah, Firmino, Mane. When Shaqiri's been playing this season, for Liverpool, he's been very, very impressive indeed. They've got Naby Keita in there, Wan Yardem, what have you pronounced his name? I can't pronounce his name. Ran Yardem, is it, or something like that. But yeah, Liverpool have got a lot of good players in their team, as I said. But of course, we've got a lot of quality in our team as well, for the likes of Rashford, who could cause Liverpool problems, Pogba, that could cause Liverpool problems in that midfield especially. We've got the likes of Herrera, who's progressing very, very well as a Manchester United player. And as you can see, we've got a lot of quality in our team. And obviously, Jurgen Klopp's got his head screwed on, and he's aware, who could be a threat, for us. And he said that Pogba's, as I said earlier on in the video. He said Pogba's great, Herrera's great, and he's aware that they can cause a threat, as I currently said. And this is why basically, Jurgen Klopp has come out in his press conference and he's currently said that. But he said he said Solskjaer deserves the permanent job, and he said he has the qualities, and he said he deserves the Manchester United job 100%. And this is what Jurgen Klopp said. So Jurgen Klopp is 100%, confident that, Solskjaer will get the job permanently as Manchester United manager. So Jurgen Klopp has basically, backed him in that scenario. But yeah, Liverpool have played really, really well this season. As I currently said, they've only lost one game all season. They had it was a poor performance from them midweek against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Of course, they had Virgil van Dijk suspended in that game, so he's going to be back in contention. To play on Sunday. Virgil van Dijk. But I didn't really watch Solskjaer's press conference. To be quite honest with you. But I did read some up that Solskjaer has confirmed that Anthony Martial and Jesse Lingard could be in contention, to play against Liverpool. Initially, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did say previously before that, Martial and Lingard could be out for up to 2 to 3 weeks, because obviously Martial's got a muscular problem. Martial and Lingard have both got muscular problems, but they are two different injuries. Lingard's got a hamstring injury. Martial's got a groin injury as well. He didn't say they will be involved. He didn't guarantee. He said they could be in contention, and Solskjaer did say he's hoping that, Martial and Lingard are fit for the game on Sunday. As I currently said, and that would be fantastic indeed. From my perspective, I do think Solskjaer will go with a similar lineup as he did do against Chelsea. Obviously, he'll make some changes. Obviously, De Gea will obviously, be back in net, because obviously he wasn't in net on Tuesday, so De Gea will be back in net. Probably Bay will probably come into the starting 11 as well. Maybe he won't, but I think he could. Bay, to be quite honest, even though he's been out of the team this season, he's got a great potential. He's got great potential as Eric Bay, as I said. And if Martial and Lingard are involved, that there'll be changes there as well. But likely, if they are to be involved, probably they will come on as substitutes. But if they're not involved, he'll go with an absolute similar lineup, to as he did do against Chelsea, as I currently said. But yeah, Martial's progression's been very, very good as a Manchester United player. I think he's growing and developing. He's flourishing very, very well. He's fitting in that mix in that attacking line, because he's showing that ability to attack, provide, score goals, play balls, as you've seen as Martial. And same with Jesse Lingard. I think his progression's been very, very good as a Manchester United player. Jesse Lingard's been very, very impressive with him as well. He's very, very young in his generation as well. So you can see, them two wide men, Lingard and Martial, have got bags full of pace. They can cause problems for fullbacks, and as well, because they've got the physicality is very, very good. They read the game very, very well. They're good both goal scorers. They can provide as well from that them wide positions, as I said. But when you take Lingard and Martial, from them wide position, you can see that the bags of pace he's knocked out of the team, as I said, because you've got obviously Juan Mata, who's obviously age 30 now. I still think he's been a very, very consistent player for Manchester United. Juan Mata, he is 30 now. He's been in the Premier League a lot of years now. This is his 5th season now with Man United. Of course, as we all currently know, he had 3 years with Chelsea as well. So he's been in the Premier League a lot of years as Juan Mata. Of course, he's won everything in the Premier League apart from the Premier League, as we all currently know, Juan Mata. But as I did currently say, he has lost that pace. He has lost that yard of pace, as I said, because he is age 30 now, he's Juan Mata, so he is aging up. There's still quite a lot of few years ahead of him at least, but he has lost that yard of pace, to be quite honest with you. And you actually can play him in a free role. You can play Juan Mata in a number 10, as I currently said. And in relation to Alexis Sanchez, and for me, he's the only player that needs to improve as a Manchester United player, as we all currently know, Alexis Sanchez. He's the only player that needs to improve as a Manchester United player. As Solskjaer did confirm before the FA Cup game against Chelsea, he did say that he's confident that Sanchez will improve his form. He's confident that he will improve his form, because Solskjaer is aware that he can prove to be a talented player, and he can establish himself very, very well. But we know he hasn't, established himself, since he's been a Manchester United player. he has been here just over the years, as we all know. He's lacked goals. He has had a couple of injuries. I think he's had a couple of hamstring injuries as Alexis Sanchez. But as we all currently know, guys, he's had a couple of injuries as well. But Solskjaer did say in regards to Sanchez that he needs to go. He needs a goal, maybe, to give him that confidence, maybe, Alexis Sanchez. But Solskjaer did say he's confident that he will improve his form, Alexis Sanchez. But he said he will improve his form, like Sanchez. But yeah, he's 30 now. Sanchez has lost that yard of pace, as Curtis said. And we know mainly under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we know that he hasn't obviously, mainly been first choice anywhere, because we know mainly Martial's been ahead of him, as I said. But when Sanchez does get opportunities, maybe try and rotate him, maybe try and put him in different position, because I do keep mentioning, he may, when we do play him, we mainly do put him on the left. So maybe in that position, he may not be getting the freedom. He may be playing in a restricted position, so maybe try rotating, because he can play in other positions as well, can Sanchez. But he's the only player for me that needs to improve, as I currently said. But mainly, we know the Solskjaer's attacking trio, he mainly goes with, is obviously Martial on the left, Lingard on the right, and Rashford up top, as I said. Lukaku is obviously a fringe player as well, and we know he's lost his place in the starting 11, Romelu Lukaku. His form has been slightly rejuvenated, since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's coming. I think he hasn't been first choice, of course, but when he has been mainly coming on as substitute, he has been scoring, providing as well, and I think he has been chasing them channels well, as he did prove on Monday night against Chelsea. He did chase them channels well, did Romelu Lukaku, to be quite honest with you. Still a proven goal scorer in the Premier League, as we all know, is Romelu Lukaku. Still a proven goal scorer in the Premier League is Romelu Lukaku. So he has got basically a good pedigree in the Premier League. He scored 27 goals in all competitions in his first season, with Manchester United. Obviously, we paid £75 million for Romelu Lukaku. But of course, as I did currently say, he has lost his place in his starting 11. So if Solskjaer is to get the job on a permanent basis, which is very, 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 very likely now, his days are numbered as a Manchester United player, Romelu Lukaku's, because obviously we know that Marcus Rashford is obviously first choice over him. Rashford is obviously our number 9, as we all know, our number 1, number 9. Obviously, you can rotate Rashford as well. You can put him out wide, but I think he looks more very, very effective in central position. That's where he's mainly, I think, or he has been playing under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Marcus Rashford mainly has been playing in that central position. And as I did currently say, what Rashford can offer up front, Lukaku, is not capable of this, as I said, because Rashford's got pace, he can cause problems, his physicality is very, very good, his goal scoring form's improved since Solskjaer's come in, his finishing's improved as well, so he has got that end products now, I think, Marcus Rashford. And hopefully somewhere along the line, we can come to an agreement of getting him a new 6-year deal at Manchester United. I think he's set to get around £200,000 a week, when he does sign this new 6-year deal, Marcus Rashford. So he's going to be on, somewhere along the line, he's going to be on the sort of similar wages, to what currently Anthony Martial is receiving, which is around £200,000 a week as well. But Rashford's current deal does end in 2020 still, with an option of a further year. But as reports do say, United have been in more negotiations. There has been succession in negotiations as well. So we are on the brink of getting him a new 6-year deal at Manchester United. And of course, obviously, there has been talks anywhere of Man United, selling Lukaku in the summer, and also to, getting rid of Alexis Sanchez, especially, if his performances don't improve when he does get more opportunities, under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So Man United may consider selling Sanchez in the summer if there's no improvement in his performances, when he does get the chance. And maybe Lukaku, it did say the other week, Man United were looking to cash in for the Lukaku in the summer. I don't think we'll recruit the initial £75 million, where we did pay for Lukaku, as I said. If he is to leave, I think he's indicated that he does want to make the move to Juventus, Romelu Lukaku. There was a narrative going on about last year, as I said. And obviously, reports coming out in the other week in relation, to Lukaku, saying that Man United had identified, Juventus's Dybala or Inter Milan's Icardi as a replacement from Lukaku. As I do keep updating you, as the Italian press did say, United held negotiations with negotiations with both Juventus and Inter Milan over a Romelu Lukaku swap deal, meaning Man United willing to offer Lukaku as part of the deal of us either getting Icardi in the summer as Lukaku's replacement or Dybala in the summer as Lukaku replacement. So there were potential talks of a potential swap deal in that as well. And I do like Icardi and I do like Dybala because they are both proven for prolific goal scorers. You know, they are the biggest names in Italian football as well. You know, they are both Argentinian, Dybala and Icardi. Icardi's 26 years of age, just turned 26. You know, Dybala's 25, as I currently said. You know, he's been at Juventus a number of years now. As Paulo Dybala. Of course, as I said, he's fallen out of favour this season, reportedly with Juventus. He's valued at around £100 million anywhere. And in relation to Icardi, of course, he's just recently lost the captain's armband for Inter Milan. As we all currently know, I think now Inter Milan are becoming increasingly frustrated with him. But Icardi's got a release clause of around £100 million anywhere in his contract. As we all know, he's scored over 100 odd goals since he's been in Milan. Obviously, the majority of his goals have come in for Inter Milan, as I said, of Icardi's. And he's been in Milan. This is his sixth season now, so he has been in Milan a number of years. He's obviously Inter Milan's ninth highest top goal scorer of all time. Is Icardi, as we all currently know. He's Inter Milan's ninth highest top goal scorer of all time, is Icardi, as we all currently know. But yeah, it's his sixth season. You know, he's obviously an ex-Sampdoria player. You know, began his professional career, you know, at Sampdoria, had an impressive season. You know, he actually began his youth career with Barcelona as well, did Icardi. So them two names possibly got mentioned. But I do think one of them, you know, would be a great. They are quality players, both them. You know, they'd be a great addition, you know, to our team as well. And I think they complement our team, and you know, I think they'd look very, very good in the attacking third of the pitch, as I said. So there were talks about that, you know, going on in the media the other week as well. But Lukaku may leave Manchester United in the summer. Of course, as I've already indicated to you guys, I do see other players leaving. I'll definitely see Antonio Valencia leaving now. He's age 33, as I said. Obviously, there was speculation of him leaving in January, being one of the long-serving players at Manchester United. Of course, he's been here since 2009. Over the years, we know that Valencia has been an essential player for us. Obviously, just recently picked up another injury, so he's out for a couple of weeks. And he's had a few injury problems this season. And obviously, he hasn't really, played this season, Antonio Valencia, you know, especially in the Premier League. And obviously, of course, you know, obviously we know that Ashley Young has mainly been first choice at right back anywhere. He just recently signed a new one-year deal as Ashley Young. But he could still leave in the summer. Again, Valencia's 33, Ashley Young's 33. You know, mainly we do play him at right back. Occasionally, you know, we've rotated him on the left-hand side, but we mainly play him as a right back. And he's been one long servant. See, you know, he's been since 2011 as Ashley Young, as I currently said. He is actually mainly a right winger, you know, when he was younger, but mainly now, you know, most recently, especially, you know, we play him as a right back, Ashley Young. As I said, but I do think he's past it now anywhere. That's why there's talks, you know, of obviously, you know, of Manchester United, you know, wanting to get someone on that right hand side. That's one of the key areas we do need to strengthen up, is that right hand side, as we all currently know. Obviously, as we're all aware, you know, that we do need someone on that right hand, someone in that central defensive area. We need a centre defensive mid as well, you know, that's fast and tenacious, of course, as well. So there is a few areas, you know, that I've identified to that we do need to strengthen up. In relation to Rojo as well, I think he's still slightly injured, but I think he has returned back to training, so he's nearly coming back to full fitness now. Is Marcus Rojo. As I did say, he's enjoyed a very, very difficult time as a Manchester United player as Marcus Rojo. You know, he struggled to get a run of games under his belt, you know, because, you know, with injuries and that, he's had a lot of injuries. He's struggled with his fitness regime and all that as Marcus Rojo. So maybe he could leave Manchester United in the summer as well. Manchester United, in relation to Andres Pereira, of course, one of our fringe players, has hardly featured this season for Manchester United. I think he's played in a couple of games, but he hasn't featured that much this season, Andres Pereira. Obviously, United have been in talks of getting him a new contract as well, but, you know, there's obviously strong reservations regarding his game time at Manchester United, you know, because obviously, you know, he has lacked game time as Andres Pereira. But as I did currently say, you know, Ander Herrera definitely deserves a new contract at Manchester United, you know, without a shadow of a doubt. You know, Ander Herrera definitely deserves a new contract at Manchester United, you know, based on his fantastic performances he's putting in. He's obviously playing more regularly now in the team, you know, since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has come in. And I think he's complementing that midfield very, very well. Is Ander Herrera, you know, as I said. He did say Man United have been in talks and he's on the verge of signing a new 3-year deal worth around £100,000 a week. Is Ander Herrera, but definitely deserves it based on his performances. And I think he's always been a consistent player, since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's, since he came in, under Louis van Gaal. But as I said, since Solskjaer's come in, his form's been rejuvenated more. He's breaking up the play very, very well as well. He's under Herrera, showing that determination, that he can get forward more, get more involved. And I think Herrera, is playing really, really well indeed. Is under Herrera. So yeah, he deserves definitely a new Manchester United, contract, based on his performances. So I think somewhere along the line, where we can come to an agreement on that as well. And as we all currently know, we have got a couple of slow players in our team. As I always said, Lukaku's slow. His first touch really concerns me. Matic is slow. I have strong reservations about him. But as I did say, I think he's slightly improved since Solskjaer's coming. I think he's getting forward more. His distribution's improved. He's looking more effective, in his passing and all that. So I think in terms of his pass accuracy, improved as Nemanja Matic. I think he's getting forward more. He's playing them delicate passes through now. He's Nemanja Matic. So I think he's slightly improved. But I do have strong reservations about him. As I said, I think we do need a centre defensive midfielder, that's fast, tenacious and quick, as I currently said. But I've been impressed with the majority of the team, since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's come in, as I currently said. I obviously discussed with you earlier on about the transfer rumours that we're going on, as I currently said, and when more things update, we will be keeping you up to date on this channel. But yeah, I've got all respect, as I said at the beginning of the video, what Jurgen Klopp has said in relation to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's backing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Jurgen Klopp, and Jurgen Klopp did say he has got the quality, and Jurgen Klopp did say he deserves the Man United job 100%, and this is what Jurgen Klopp says. And Jurgen Klopp said he deserves. He said Jurgen Klopp says Solskjaer deserves the permanent. Solskjaer deserves the permanent job, and this is what basically Jurgen Klopp said. He said Pogba were great. He said Herrera were great. So he's got his head screwed on. He does know the danger. As I currently said, and he did say Pogba were great. He did say he's basically backing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he did say he said Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should get the Man United job permanently on the permanent job 100%. So he said 100% he will get the job, and Jurgen Klopp is basically backing him. So yeah, it's good that Jurgen Klopp has currently backed him, and he has praised him, for the fantastic job he's done so far as caretaker manager for Manchester United as Jurgen Klopp. As you the rumours as well, as I've been updating you today, and I think a lot of people would have updated you on it as well, in relation to Chelsea's transfer ban, as it has confirmed they've been given a transfer ban for 2 windows by FIFA, as it has currently been announced. So this means they can't make any signings in the summer. This summer they can't make any signings next January. So they can't make any signings this summer. They can't make any signings next January. So the next time they'll be allowed to make any signings will be in the summer of 2020. I think Chelsea have appealed against the decision, as they did confirm they were going to do anyway. So they have appealed against the decision. Chelsea, of course, have been there's more serious infringements because Chelsea have been fined 400. I think it's the total of 460,000. They've been fined Chelsea, and the FIFA Football Association, should I say, have been fined 390,000 in total as well. But Chelsea have currently got this. Do you know why Chelsea have currently got this transfer ban? Because reportedly they have been found guilty of breaching regulations of the transfer of minors or something like that. So they've been found guilty for breaching rules in relation to youth players, and this is why Chelsea have been given this transfer ban. As I did say, there could be some good news out of it, because obviously now Eden Hazard will probably stay now at Chelsea, because obviously now in the summer Chelsea can't find that replacement for Eden Hazard. In the relation, they'll be disappointed now that they can't find a replacement for Fabregas in the summer, which initially they intended to get a replacement for Fabregas in January, but they failed. They've obviously got other problems as well. They've got minor injuries. You've got Gary Cahill out through injury as well of Chelsea. Gary Cahill's out. I think he's got a minor injury, but obviously he's been constantly left out of the squad anyway. I don't think Danny Drinkwater's played for Chelsea all season. Potentially they still need a fullback. Willian, there were rumours about him leaving in January. Obviously David Luiz is yet to sign a contract extension, as I said. So Chelsea are aware, of the current problems they've got. But obviously, this season, from their perspective, they're going for the top four this season, to get Champions League football for next season. And Chelsea, they want Champions League football for next season. So obviously, Chelsea are going for the top four to get Champions League for next season. Or, obviously, if they don't do that, obviously they want to succeed in the Europa League to get automatic Champions League qualification for next season. They did beat Malmo comfortably by 3-0, so they have secured that they're in the next round of the Europa League. Chelsea, as they currently say, there's been more serious infringements now. This transfer ban has happened, but obviously they had problems before this transfer ban has occurred, because obviously Chelsea are aware that the pressure has been on Maurizio Sarri, as they all currently know. Some Chelsea fans want him out. Some Chelsea fans still say give him time, because it's only his first season as Chelsea manager is Maurizio Sarri. It's only his first season. As I said, mainly it's obviously a transition season. He signed a 3-year deal when he joined last summer, Maurizio Sarri. And they had a good start to the season, did Chelsea, because they went 18 games unbeaten. As I said, Sarri doesn't have that winning pedigree or that winning philosophy in terms of winning in silverware, because obviously, Maurizio Sarri hasn't won a major honour as manager, as we all know. He was talking about a while ago about mentality and motivation, and what he did say, Maurizio Sarri basically was talking about mentality and motivation, but his system, did basically work, when he was at Napoli, Maurizio Sarri. But as I did say, the pressure is mounting up on him, due to their bad recent run of form, especially away from home. They've been very, very poor. Haven't been scoring enough goals away from home. Of course, they've been conceding a hell of a lot of goals as well of Chelsea. They've been poor against the big teams away from home as well of Chelsea. Haven't been too bad at home, considering that they now are out of the FA Cup as well as Chelsea. So the only chance they've got of winning in silverware this season is if they win that Carabao Cup final on Sunday against City, which they are going to be underdogs in that game without a shadow of a doubt, or if they do succeed in the Europa League, and it probably will be an English team. It could be, I think Chelsea or Arsenal probably will win the Europa League anywhere, as I currently said. But yeah, the pressure has been on Maurizio Sarri. If they don't win that game Sunday, or if they lose by more than a 2-goal deficit, then I do think, Sarri's job could be over at Stamford Bridge, as I said. And we know Chelsea, are known for sacking managers in a short period of time, because they have done this of Chelsea, so they are known for sacking manager Chelsea. It did currently say if Maurizio Sarri is to be sacked. There's been a lot of internal discussions going on about it. It did say if Maurizio Sarri is sacked, reportedly Chelsea have identified 2 manager targets, and it did get mentioned that Lampard got mentioned, Zinedine Zidane got mentioned, who was reportedly their number 1 priority target to replace Sarri if Sarri is to be sacked. Also, it did say Chelsea considering appointing Gianfranco Zola as caretaker manager till the end of the season, until they find someone on a full-time basis, because obviously Gianfranco Zola is the assistant manager of Chelsea. But as I did currently say, Frank Lampard did get mentioned, as I currently said, and it would be hard for him, to turn the Chelsea, job down, if he did get offered, and he did get, if he did get in pole position, to take the Chelsea job, Frank Lampard. Obviously, he only started management at the start of the season, Frank Lampard, as I currently said, because obviously he's managing Derby now. But obviously, do you think he'd do a good job at Chelsea if he went? Because obviously Lampard knows the chaplains of the club, he knows the culture of the club, and obviously Frank Lampard, knows the club inside out, as everybody currently knows, because he was a great long-serving player, for Chelsea. He spent 13-14 years with Chelsea. He scored 211 goals in all competitions for them, so he was basically their all-time leading goal scorer. He scored a whole lot of goals in the Premier League. He scored 177 goals in the Premier League all in all, including other teams he were at, but the majority of them came at Chelsea. 147 Premier League goals out of 177 came at Chelsea. I think he got a number of assists as well, 102 assists as well. Eden Hazard, I think he made over Frank Lampard, and I think he made over 500 odd appearances in all competitions during his 13-14 years with Chelsea as well, Frank Lampard. And he obviously that's what he's winning. That's why his winning philosophy came, in terms of silverware as a player, because he won all his silverware at Chelsea as a player, where did Frank Lampard. Then he had spells after he left Chelsea. He had spells with City and New York City. He actually began his career at West Ham, as a young and did Frank Lampard. But he got mentioned as well. Zinedine Zidane also got mentioned in the media. I don't think it will take a lot of convincing from Chelsea, to get Zinedine Zidane, to appoint Zinedine Zidane in. Zinedine Zidane did say if Eden Hazard is to stay, reportedly report this according to the Sun allegedly. If Eden Hazard is to stay, and he gets around a £200 million spending spree to spend in the summer, he did say Zinedine Zidane will take the job, but obviously now anywhere they can't get a spending spree in the summer because obviously Chelsea have currently got a transfer ban, but I think now they've got this transfer ban. Eden Hazard probably will stay at the club, as obviously, as I did say, Chelsea can't find a replacement. In relation to Zinedine Zidane, as I currently said, obviously he's got a good winning pedigree. He's won a lot of silverware. He's won a lot of individual awards as well. Of course, he's never managed in the Premier League. As I said, Zinedine Zidane, he's never played in the Premier League also, but he's won a lot of trophies as a player with Juventus and Real Madrid. Obviously, won trophies as a manager with Real Madrid as well. Obviously, has been managerless since the end of last season as well. Zinedine Zidane, I think he was just discussing a while back, he was destined, to come in and manage in the Premier League, Zinedine Zidane. But as I did say, he's good. He's dealt with top players as well as Zinedine Zidane. But Chelsea have thrown a few managers' names into the hat if Maurizio Sarri is to be sacked from them, as I currently said. As I currently said. But yeah, so basically that's been coming around the news today, and this will have a bad effect on Chelsea. That reportedly they have been breaching regulations over transfer of minors. So they basically been breaching around transfers of minors, and this is why FIFA have announced that they have been given a transfer ban for 2 windows. So they can't do any transfer activity in the summer. They can't do any transfer activity next January. But a lot of people would have been negotiating about that today, and obviously there's more serious infringements that they've not only been given that transfer ban of 2 windows, they have been fined £460,000, and that's what it is in currently total. But this is for breaching around transfers of minors, and this is why Chelsea have got this ban. So I do fully now understand why they have been given this ban, but FIFA have obviously announced it. Chelsea themselves have confirmed they've appealed against FIFA's decision, so they'll have to see if the appeal succeeds or not. But obviously more things will update in the next couple of days about that as well. But yeah, the big breaking news is about this video is Jurgen Klopp is backing Ole Gunnar Solsjaker, which is very good. Jurgen Klopp, from his own perspective, believes that Solskjaer will get the Manchester United job on a permanent basis. He's 100% about this as well. He has given a percentage. He did say he's 100% Jurgen Klopp, as he did currently say. But he did say he's praised him for what he's done so far. Solskjaer, Jurgen Klopp's praised him, and he did say he deserves the Man United job 100%, and this is what Jurgen Klopp has said. So basically he said he deserves the permanent job. Jurgen Klopp said Solskjaer deserves the permanent job, as he did currently say. And Gary Neville, from his own perspective, did say from his perspective, Solskjaer will get Man United will get Man United job if we win Liverpool, and this is what Gary Neville said as well. So anyway, drop your comments, likes below on the channel, guys. It's always a pleasure. If you do, consider subscribe to my channel as always, and take care.